Last month, WION had brought you a story on the lives of the women's rugby team of Jammu and Kashmir. The story touched hearts around the world, including that of the Sri Lankan politician Ramal Rajapaksa, who is the son of the former Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa. He's a rugby player himself and joined the coaching workshop for the rugby team in Jammu and Kashmir. They've now begun a week-long workshop with coaches from Sri Lanka. Here's WION catching up with them in Srinagar. It's a new day for these young rugby players. This is the Jammu and Kashmir girls rugby team. They have made the Valley proud. Their spirit is a source of inspiration for the Kashmir Valley, which remains under the grip of terrorism and violence. A helping hand from Sri Lankan Member of Parliament Ramal Rajapaksa has infused energy into this team. They kicked off a week-long training camp under Sri Lankan coaches this week.
First of all, I like to say that the ground is full of excited people today, excited players today. You can see all over the ground. These coaches who have come from Sri Lanka have a whole new different level. They have coached the teams on international level. They have new skills. They have so many achievements and we are really inspired today and we have that thrill among us to play and to better ourselves.
आज काफ़ी different लग रहा है, like इनकी बहुत अच्छे से training होती है, हमारी भी बहुत अच्छे से training होती है. इनका थोड़ा different होता है, like skills बहुत अच्छे हैं, तो हमें थोड़ा सा वो lack of हो सकता है practice में भी. To some extent, but we are trying to our life best कि हम लोग भी वैसी practice करें जैसे लोग करते हैं.
Ramal is the son of seasoned politician and former President Mahinda Rajapaksa and has offered to help the state team after he saw their story on WION in March.
I came across the video a few hours yesterday. It was fascinating to see how the sport of rugby being played across Asia, and especially a country like India, who is widely popular for football and for cricket. You see all of a sudden kids get together to play rugby, and especially when it's girls. Nowadays, as you know, women's sevens is an Olympic sport, and men's sevens has become Olympic sport. It's important for any country participator who looks for medals in Olympics. To promote such sports that has that can win medals.
Before joining active politics, Ramal Rajapaksa was himself a professional rugby player. He's an alumnus of Colombo's elite St. Thomas's College, where he represented his school in all categories. After playing for Cardiff University and London City University, Ramal was invited to play for the Sri Lankan National Rugby Union team. He even captained the side in 2013 before retiring from the game in 2014. While Ramal has joined his father in active politics, the love of the sport has not died in him. He offered to coach the Jammu and Kashmir team back in March. The delegation from Sri Lanka is impressed with the talented players from the Valley. They're now helping them fine-tune their game.
Yeah, I can feel they love the game. So even the girls and boys both, they love the game, but they have to improve the skills. That's why we are here to do that. So from the Sports Council and the Chief Minister and Mr. Wahid, they invite us to come to help this rugby through our Honorable MP Ramal Rajapaksa. So we work together. He's a former Sri Lanka captain and a rugby player. So we thought to come and help this rugby in your city.
The training camp will last a week. Rajapaksa feels this initiative will also strengthen people-to-people ties between both countries. The players now await Rajapaksa Jr.'s visit to the Valley. With Khalid Shah in Srinagar, Bureau Report, WION. And we caught up with Ramal Rajapaksa himself when he joined the coaching workshop for the rugby team of Jammu and Kashmir. Here's the conversation that he had with WION. Listen in.
A 7-day rugby workshop is underway in Srinagar's rugby ground, which is headed by Ramal Rajapaksa, Sri Lankan parliamentarian and a rugby enthusiast who has himself played for the Sri Lankan national team. I'll straight away go to him and ask him how the experience so far has been training the girls rugby team and as well as other rugby players of Jammu and Kashmir. Ramal, welcome to Jammu and Kashmir. How do you feel coming to Jammu and Kashmir, and what is the talent like? What's your first experience so far interacting with the players?
It's a great experience for me and our team. Coach Ron Ibrahim and rest have been involved for the last couple of days. And today, me and my brother and a couple of our boys joined them. So it's good to see a lot of young talent, and especially the women's team. They're picking up the game very fast. Women's, there are a couple of kids here who actually can represent the national squad in this country. So hopefully the future is bright for them.
What really brought you here? Because it's very unheard of that a foreign delegation comes and trains people in their homeland. So what is that driving force that really brought you here with your team to coach these people?
Well, simply it's a sport. When I saw on your own channel that Jammu Kashmir, the kids are playing rugby and especially women getting into it, I was very much excited to be part of it. As you know, women's rugby is an Olympic sport. Rugby sevens is an Olympic sport, and women's rugby is picking up in the world very fast. Even in Sri Lanka, we have been involved in developing sevens rugby, including women's rugby. So then I thought, we should do something about it. I mean, something that we can be a partner with, because it's our neighboring country and we have been very close. People to people contact is very important in our region. So we thought, Sri Lanka rugby goes beyond 100 years and we should do something for this. And so we are here today.
What's that one factor that really stands out among the players? What's that one thing that you can really say that makes them a little special, that X factor?
Well, the excitement they have to play rugby, which is very exciting for us, and the willingness, the love for the sport. You can see in this cold weather, these girls and boys are coming in numbers, and even in the mud here, they are still training, and it is amazing to see, and we should be there for them. I mean, they are giving their hearts out for the sport. So anyone who loves the sport, anyone who loves sports, humankind, mankind, should be part of this.
What are the future plans? Are you planning to take this forward in a way, or is it just going to be a workshop? Will there be a little more than this?
Well, of course, I mean, we spoke to the kids also and to the management as well, and we will talk to the government of Kashmir and see what we can do in the future. But we are hoping to invite them to Sri Lanka and participate in a couple of training programs, and at the same time be part of our tournament as well. Play a couple of matches with a couple of our clubs down back home. So that will give these girls and boys much more bigger exposure and opportunity to play with a bit of a higher standard.
One last question. The Kashmir Valley, Jammu and Kashmir, is very infamous for the conflict. But now there is also budding talent, young people coming out and making their mark in various fields. What's that one message that you want to give from here to the world as far as Kashmir is concerned?
Well, see, I mean, we had the same problem as Kashmir at one point. We were going through a 30 year of war, and we have come out of it. And we use sports, culture as reconciliation, and that became a really big part of our lives as well, and also development. So the world should not only listen or hear or believe what they hear. They should come and see, and they should be part of the development program or the way forward, than being a part of a community that only criticize or only listen what they hear. They should come and see themselves. We have our own experience. We have gone through that mill for the last 30 years, and we have been struggling to convince people to change their perception of us, perception of Sri Lanka, from what they have heard, to come and see. So we believe in that. I personally believe, myself, we believe, our team believes that it's not what you hear, it's what you see.
Are you enjoying the hospitality of Kashmir?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's like home for us. I mean, these kids are amazing. They are very excited, and the state government has been very helpful, and the welcome is very warm. So it's almost like we are back home.
Thank you very much for speaking to WION. There you heard Ramal Rajapaksa saying that the world should come and see the other side of Kashmir, and really the people should come together to build bridges of development and looking forward to a prosperous future. Reporting for WION in Srinagar, Khalid Javed, camera person Ashrafani.